I got to give a quick shout out to Wildlife 100 out of Atlanta for setting this interview up. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the A-Tray mascot, Lil Sodi. What up, man?
LA to GA. What's up, my boy? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Appreciate you joining the show, man.
All right, well, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Well, let's jump right into it. And I saw a few of your interviews. I encourage everybody out there to check out his No Jumper interview with Adam 22, Street TV. He's all over the internet. So my job was to check out the interviews and try not to ask you, you know what I'm saying, the same questions. I'll try to steer away from, the same questions that you were asked on other platforms. But I want to talk to you about, growing up back in the day, man. How old were you when you jumped off the porch?
I jumped off the porch around 13, 12, like the 7th grade, because I was basically raised in church. So my parents wasn't like allowing us to run the streets yet like that. So I was basically in church still playing the drums and things like that. But as I grew older and being disobedient to my parents and shit, ran away from home. That's when I started to live in the street life and learning more about the streets, man.
And tell us what it was like. Were you active when you entered CYA?
Man, before CYA, I went to juvenile hall. I had to do 6 months in juvenile for assault, and then I had to go to camp. I went to camp for 4 months for possession of a firearm. And then I went to CYA because I violated my probation. Ended up getting caught with another firearm, running the streets, living the gang life, building my reputation up, and it cost me like half of my team being incarcerated.
And I've heard terms like gladiator school and things like that. Give us an idea of your experience, in going through the system at a young age.
It was real tough in there, especially as a kid when you get incarcerated or being in jail. When you don't have like family ties to where you don't receive love letters or letters just to keep you going in the inside, it makes you want to fuck up in there. It's hard in there. The officers, they tell you what to do. You don't live your own life in there no more. You have to go by everything they say do, or you'll receive time ads and you'll be farther away from coming home. I got into a lot of fights in there, being a part of the gang. It's either you're going to become a buster or you're going to become a punk. And you ain't going to want nobody to take your store and your personal things away from you. So I was raised around my father. He was a tough guy. I maxed out. I did all my time, the whole 4 years, 4 months, because of my attitude and being part of a gang, things that you have to partake in, fights, riots, everything, man. I've been stabbed in there as a kid, sliced with a razor and a razor tied to a pencil. So I've been through the shit up in there, man, but you can't change. You can learn your lessons in there, man, because it makes you don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying? Once you get your freedom again and you sit down and you think about all the shit that you have to go through just to come back home, man, you don't want to live that life. No kid does.
You started writing R&B songs while you were behind bars, right?
Yeah, you start to working out, finding other things to do, because it's born in prison. It's born in jail, period. So I began to write songs because I knew how to sing good, bro. So yeah, man, I started writing R&B songs, man, and it makes me sit and think and read a lot when you do music. That's what I learned about music. So you won't get a writer's block. But yeah, man, I started writing R&B songs in there, man. I took it as a hobby, something to do to keep me out of trouble. Once my grandmother had passed while I was incarcerated, it just made me go harder. So yeah, man, I was writing R&B songs in there.
What was harder for you, county jail or prison?
County jail.
Okay.
That's easy, man.
Talk to me.
That ain't even, man, the county jail is no structure in there. It's a lot of disrespect. It's kind of respect in there, but that's another racist. But within amongst ourselves when it's the gang shit, yo, it's no holds bar. Everybody fighting, turns up in there. Can't be no buster. It's wild in there. Prison is more structured up. It's more respect. It's more it's more OGs in there, and they like to do their time how they're doing their time. They don't want you to come in there and fuck off their shit. So yeah, man, the county jail's more rougher.
Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace.
If you could put a number on it, how many years would you say you've gave to the system?
Damn, man. I ain't gonna say half of my life. I would say almost half of my life. Like majority, all my teens. All my teens until I was 25.
Yeah.
And then a little after that, like certain kind of prison cases, I was catching 2 years here, 16 months here, 2 years there. Like that.
Yeah. Well, shit, man, let's talk a little music. That's my first love, and I know it's probably one of your first loves as well, but I found out, I was reading, obviously, about you, and at one point you were signed to Big Face 100's label. How did that all come about?
Oh, I never signed with them. I was just doing music with them.
Okay.
Artist development over there. I met him through a friend of mine from my neighborhood, and he said that was Game Brother. So he said he had a little experience in the industry, so I went to go deal with him, make some music, some videos with him. Caught a buzz because they were blood, so a lot of blood started listening to my music more, and my videos from Compton. So shout out to the Compton Car Rules, you know what I'm saying, that supported and looked out. So that's how we met.
Dope. And you were involved with the project. I'm gonna be bouncing around a little bit, excuse me, but you were involved with a project called Best of Both Rags, which
Right.
I guess would be similar to Banging on Wax. You know, my question for you is, do you think we could ever see another Banging on Wax type project in 2021, 2022?
Hell yeah, man, because there's a lot of Crips and a lot of Bloods that's cool now, that's doing music together right now. So I'm pretty sure we could. Whoever in charge of the first one, they should do another one.
I would love to see that, man.
Yeah, it's the hardest on both sides. No disrespect. You know how it goes.
Yeah, even if it's real big industry cats and not just, you know what I mean, just local guys. I would love to see, you know, the big blood rappers against the big Crip rappers, and
Yeah, I mean, that'll be tight. But how many of them are real, though?
man,
That's the thing.
there it is. You said it, yeah.
Half of these things ain't even real in the industry, man. They just go off the YouTube, or they just go to people's hood and pay them just to be down, and now they from their hood, you know what I'm saying? They ain't never really put that work in, got that respect, so the whole hood ain't gonna respect them. They just respect you because you got money.
Explain to upcoming rappers out there, you know, who have gang ties, you know, how should a rapper with gang ties, you know, who is also in the music business, how should they move when they're traveling city to city, state to state?
And they got gang ties, shit. If you trying to build a relationship with those hoods in those states, because those are basically like your fan base. So every state you hit, and you got a hood out there, you should reach out and touch them, or reach out and function with them. You know what I'm saying? Reach out and connect with other artists that's from that city, that state. That's what I do. That's how I move. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how everybody else do it, but I try to pull up on as many homies I could in different states to show my love and respect.
What are your thoughts on Tekashi 6ix9ine?
What are my thoughts? Shit,
In hindsight, you know, just everything, how he's still out there doing interviews and just, you know.
I mean, shit, man. He's a kid, man. That's what the industry do. They put you in a twist. He was just put in a twist, man. That's all. He was put in a twist. They try to make him out of a gang member, a Mexican kid, Mexican blood rapper. He got put in the pressure. He couldn't stay solid. You know what I'm saying? Now he's back out here trying to make another name for himself as a rat. But at the same time, you got guys that's dealing with this guy like Whack 100. You know what I'm saying? That's like basically giving him a whole nother platform to build him back up. But should he be moving around? Should he be still in the game? Hell no, nah, because it ain't fair to the real niggas that's still in the game that's doing this shit. You feel me?
And allegedly, according to him, I don't know how true it is, but allegedly he hasn't had security for months.
Yeah, that's what I heard, man. So that's on those guys out there in his city. Ain't he from New York or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, you know, basically he teasing them guys, man. It's always like that, man. There ain't nobody really trying to go kill no rats or, you know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to just live their life and get some money and take care of their own business, man. You know what I'm saying? I just mind my business, man. You know what I'm saying? I try to stay out the way of shit like that.
Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit.
The 60s and A-Trays came together after Nipsey Hussle's passing. Explain to me how you felt that day.
Oh man, it was a beautiful thing, man. To come together with some enemies that, you know, we shot at and had beef with for over 40 years. It was a good thing because we like the two biggest hoods in LA as far as the Crips. And you know what I'm saying, we was the ones that started the biggest Crip beef with each other. Was the Crip on Crip beef was us in the 60s, the A-Trays, and it was just a beautiful thing, man, that we was able to do that, and everybody was able to see that we can bring peace amongst us. You know what I'm saying? And it is some controller behind it. You know what I'm saying? It could be stopped. It could be deceased. You know, we still have to just work on the youngsters, the kids that's out here want to prove a name for themselves, that ain't ready for the peace because they just got involved, so they want to make a name for themselves. So we just have to sit back and talk to them, you know what I'm saying? And show them that it's a brighter future than just this gangbanging shit. They have an option.
Do you think there will ever be true peace in Los Angeles?
You mean no gang wars?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I can't say yes. I would hope so. I would pray that it will be one day, someday. But it's going to take a whole lot of work for that to happen, man.
I don't know how old you are. I'm assuming you're younger than me. I'm 43 years old. I was around when this happened. I don't remember too much of it because I was like, you know, on the younger, you know, didn't really understand the magnitude of it, I should say. But did any of your OGs or did your father or anyone tell you about what it was like in 1992 or 93 or whatever when we had the truce in LA for that small time?
Yeah, my father was there at South Park. That's where they had it at South Park Treaty. It lasted for a couple of days, I heard. You know what I mean? They had the blue and red rag t-shirts made. You know what I'm saying? That was another big event, but it just didn't last long, man. There's a lot of gangs who didn't even participate in it.
And from what I understand, the police were keeping things going. They were trying to keep it going because otherwise they would pretty much be out of work.
Yeah, they was going to people's hoods, shooting out of unmarked cars, yelling out sets, or going to somebody's set, striking up and whacking it out. Like this starting problems, undercovers, motherfuckers we didn't know, police officers, that we knew that the police officers did that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was just, they doing that shit down, bro, because they don't want us to. They don't want us to take control. We don't need them at our meetings. As you see at the peace treaty march we had, it was nothing, no shootings, no nothing. It was all peace. We didn't need them there. They seen that. So that right there showed them, like, man, if these people did come together, it wouldn't be no workforce on the street.
Yeah. So much employment in black on black, Latino on Latino, Latino on black, whatever crime. I mean, everybody from the judge to the person who types in the courtroom to the parking attendant in the court. I mean, all of these people would be out of business if, we would just stop killing each other.
It ain't even just stop killing. It's stop
or come
robbing.
together. Yeah, Robin, keep going. Talk to me. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's a whole lot we gotta stop doing.
We shouldn't be afraid of our own people, man.
Right. You're right, man.
And
that's why we have to fight to bear arms now, because the world is getting dangerous and dangerous, man. To where we can't even trust the cops.
Mm-hmm.
Can't trust the police officers when we get pulled over anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not only that, you call 911, you forget about it. Now in LA, you're waiting 30, 45 minutes if they even come. So I'm encouraging all people of color to legally have firearms to protect your house, because shit's gonna go down, dog. It's just we're headed in that direction, and you can't expect to call 911 and sit back and tell the person robbing you, hold on, give me a couple minutes, the cops will be here. Nah, you better be locked, loaded, and ready to go.
Or you may call 911 and it may be your last day on earth. And they kill you on accident like they done a few people. You know what I mean? So this world is coming to its end. We just have to live our lives, be blessed, live with faith, and protect our kids.
Yeah. Do you think that the average, gang member, a former gangbanger, do you think that you guys suffer from some sort of PTSD from all the shit you've seen?
Yeah, you could say that. Cause that's how some people get on SSI. A lot of trauma, going through prison, seeing people murder in front of you, stabbed, seeing friends get killed on the street, shot in the head in front of you. A lot of that shit, bro, brings trauma to you. Yeah, you're right, bro. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, no different than what people see when they go to Afghanistan or Iraq. Probably worse.
It's the same way, bro. We see a head get blew off or arm get shot off with an AK in the set. Just like Afghanistan, it's more vicious and brutal over there in war, but in LA and everywhere else where it's war, it's the same way.
If you could talk to a 14-year-old, 13-year-old you, when I asked you earlier, when you jumped off the porch, there was kind of a reason. But if you could talk to a 13-year-old you, hypothetically, obviously, what would you say to him?
Yeah, stay playing basketball. Focus on your music more. Stay out of the bad crowd. Although you will be a leader of the crowd, be a leader of a positive crowd, not a negative crowd. Be around those that love doing the things you love to do. That way you will get further in life, and you'll be more headed towards your goals. Gang banging, running the streets, it takes you further away from your goals, your achievements, your high school diploma. I would have told myself, being from a gang, you're going to get shot. You're going to do a lot of time in jail. Your grandmother going to pass on you in jail if you go. Man, stay focused. Accomplish your goals. You're going to become the man of your dreams. You got a bright future. That's what I would have told myself, man, at 13. I think I probably would have listened. I would have listened to myself. I would have listened. I didn't. I probably had my father and them tell us not to run the streets and still like. But we were so stuck in church to where we wanted to run the streets so bad 'cause we wanted to know what was out there. You feel me? But shit, man, I'm still here. So man, I'm blessed. I'm changing. And now I know what to do. So now I know how to change and keep changing. And there's nothing wrong with changing, man. Nothing.
Yeah, and you're definitely changing lives just by the content that you're putting out. And I never get the idea that you're glorifying anything or any of this. You know what I'm saying? You're telling your story, and if people choose to go that route, then they do. You know, and maybe you did, you know, subliminally make a kid out there say, you know what? Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go on and fuck with this football.
A lot of kids have told me that I've changed their lives. They went the other direction. So that was a big pat on the back for me. And I want the kids to always look at my interviews and listen to me. I'm a real crip that have changed. I do music. I'm doing well with my music. I'm making money off my music, YouTube, everything. So you guys need to do that. If you don't play sports, do music. Find your hobby besides running the streets and wasting time. Because the time just keeps going. You know, that's all I have to say, bro.
Yeah, man. What advice would you give an up-and-coming artist?
Keep grinding. Stay focused. Don't give up. When people say don't give up, they really mean that, because your dream is maybe 5 steps ahead of you. May not be that one step that you need to take. It may be 5 years from where you at now. You just have to keep going. If you give up, then it's not going to work for you. It's going to be hard to try to rebuild yourself. So I would advise you to just keep going at a slow pace. Don't try to burn yourself out.
Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace.
Let me ask you about this next guy. You and him have had a few words online, going back and forth. Does Charleston White have a death wish?
Man, I don't know what that guy has. I just know he don't got 2 eyes. He got 1 eyeball. And he claims he's a 60-year-old man. He's only like 40-something. I don't know what's up with this guy. I don't see how people agree with some of the things he says, because he go and contradict himself. How can you agree with this guy said he rapes white women. He pimps on white women. He take pussy. You know what I'm saying? That's a rapist. So I don't see how can you agree with what a rapist has to say or anything with he got to, especially women. You know what I'm saying? When he's disrespecting women. You know what I'm saying? He take pussy, man. What woman would like a guy or want a guy around that takes pussy, man, and brags about it? He's a rapist, bro. He says it online. You know what I'm saying? Himself. He women. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Texas. Handle they candle. You feel me?
Do you have your own YouTube channel? I know you do a lot of other content, but where you talk to people, meaning I know you have music. I've came across.
Yeah, but that's what I'm gonna work on, bro. Like a podcast. YouTube channel. I need to, man. Everybody keeps telling me that, bro.
You the one, dog. Do it, homie. Do it, Sodi. And reach out to me if you need anything, man. I've been doing this on YouTube for a couple years now. I've made every mistake twice. I know what to do, what not to do, how to tag shit. If you reach out to me, man, I'll give you 1 hour, 2 hours of my time just to help you get up and running. So you do everything right the first time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just.
Where you out of?
I live in Whittier, man.
Oh, okay, yeah, you right there. You right about
Yep, right off the 605.
We can sit down and have lunch.
That sounds good to me, man. I would love to make that happen, dog, and because I really feel like you could change some lives with your if you do a podcast or even a YouTube. Just turn on YouTube and just start talking, man. Tell a story, you know, and just post it. You know, you could definitely change some lives, man, doing that.
Yeah, I'm about to do that shit, bro.
Yeah, dope, man, dope. Well, shit, man. Where can everybody find you, man? Talk to us. First of all, before we get to where we can find you, what projects have you recently released? What you got working on?
I'm finna drop a single Friday the 13th, called Ride. The video is out right now. I'm dropping a single on all digital platforms. I have a couple of singles that's out on YouTube right now. In Love with a Gangster, Every Day, Bag, City of Stars. I'm working on a project with Wildlife, my little brother from Atlanta.
Dude is talented, homie. I told him he's one of the sickest artists I've ran into in a long time.
Yeah, bro, we got a song called Live a Lie and Play It Shit. I'm working on a new mixtape called The Entree. It's done basically now. I'm just doing all the artwork. All the songs are named after an entree, like lobster and shrimp, filet mignon, shit like that. And after that, I'm gonna drop this monster single called Godzilla. I've been filming the video, shooting this shit, bro. So I've been working, bro. I got a lot of things going on right now. So, I just did a partnership with Good Tree. It's a weed dispensary company.
Okay. Shit.
So, shout out to Good Tree. Shout out to Empire. They shot me a distribution deal. I haven't signed it yet. But shout out to them just for even shouting out me, you feel me, looking for LIL SODI. And just shout out to all my fans, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can find me LIL SODI Official on Instagram, Mass SODI Simpson on Facebook, LIL SODI 831 on Twitter, LIL SODI 83 on TikTok. You can hit me up, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll hit you guys back up. I'll comment back on your likes. I'll follow you back. Follow me. It's all love. I'm Mr. LA, the mascot.
Man, Sodi, it's been a pleasure, man. I love your whole vibe and everything, and I really appreciate you sharing your story tonight. And I want to wish you all the best. And like I said, if you ever need anything, please reach out. Let's make that lunch happen. I'll just give you all of the information I know, and I really think this will be a big deal for you, my man.
Thank you, bro. And one more shout out to
Please.
my son, Jose. Rest in peace, man. I love you, son. May your soul continue rest in peace.
Yeah,
to
man.
my baby sister, 7. I love you as well. And may your soul rest in peace too, Paulette.
Man.
Thank you, bro. Have a blessed night.
Thank you, Sodi. I'll talk to you soon, man. Peace.